Recording here. Right. How many people? We have 42 people. It's not bad at all. Perfect, nice and jazzy. Yeah, it's kind of like it's a YouTube video actually. Look, I'll show you what it is. Like it's called like Smooth Room Cozy Lounge Vibe whatever. I don't know, it's pretty good mood, I think. I like that. All right, so let's get started here. Hope everybody's doing well. It's kind of like the small trade I took this morning before the market, like before 8 a.m. basically. Before 8 a.m. So first, I'm gonna do some quick announcement because we have some giveaway right now active. So basically, let me show you real quick. It's on my Twitter here. Oh, I literally just closed the window by accident. One sec, one sec. So on my Twitter, so x.com fx for living. There's this post right here. Okay, one of our OHLC student secure a payout with Apex and wants to give back to my followers. So Derek, I don't know if he's here right now. I'm not sure, but he's basically paying for somebody publicly, to want access to my academy. So if you guys are interested to join the academy, the volume is a little bit high, right? If you guys are interested to join the academy and you don't have the opportunity or the money to join or whatever, like you can basically type in the comments right here why you should be picked, and he's gonna choose somebody. And on top of that, I'm adding one more spot myself. So I'm gonna pick somebody that has a good reason to join, and also Derek's gonna have also somebody to pick. So we're gonna pick two people that can join the academy. So this is the first announcement here. So there's only like I think there's right now potentially like not a lot of people that actually here on X. Like you can basically go on that post right here. I literally just post the link here. You're typing in the comments why you should be choosing, right? And we're gonna basically pick two person. So he's gonna pick one person, and I'm gonna pick one person. This is pretty cool from his part. I really appreciate it and really grateful about it. Like it's not obligated to do that, and I'm not obligated to do it too. But I like the fact that he's been able to take a payout, and it's not a big amount, but still, like it's pretty good, right? And is actually giving back to the community. So like this is something I always gonna be, sharing that type of stuff. This is pretty good. What's next on the OHLC website, right? On the OHLC right here. So I did a bunch of update on the indicator in the last couple of days, right? And there's a 20% off on that right now. So if you guys are interested by this indicator, I'll show you on the live stream on how I use it and everything. But there's a 20% off right now with the code. The code is OHLC20. So you just basically put that in the card and you're gonna get 20% off. And that's gonna be until Monday at 6 a.m. in the morning. So, it's like basically 2 days, including today, right? 2, 3 days, let's say, right? And that's it for the announcement. I don't I don't want to do announcement forever. But let's take a look at the market and let's see if we can engage on it. Right? That'd be nice. Right now, like we got a pretty large day yesterday, like a massive expansion on the upside. We actually took the previous weekly high from a weekly low. On Monday, we took like the Monday low, and basically, uh, we did reach for the previous weekly high, which is pretty large move, right? Let's be honest here. So I'm gonna delete everything here. But this was the setup this morning. If you guys, I can explain real quick too. Like, so this is only 1 15 minute, right? And that's basically what I'm preaching the most in the academy. Like we are focusing on one single 15-minute delivery, which is the bare minimum, right? It's a low objective and the fruit in terms of focus time, and it's also, you know, pretty, in my opinion, easy to do. Like this is not easy, but still, like you're focusing on one single 15-minute price delivery. That's basically what you type of trade that you get right here. So the first entry was right here, was clearly too much discount, right? It was clearly too much discount. So I added more right here on the top. And my average was like literally right here, approximately like in the middle of these entry, right in that entry that is bad right here. So that entry was not good. So I did add two of them to basically rebalance the entry around this level right here. And I did close my trade in this area. So this is like actually full transparency. This is paper trade, but I did took that trade on my account, my real account. So I did share the screenshot on the general chat, or so, you know, you guys don't understand like why it's only paper, but it's not only paper. It's because I always take my trade on that platform, and I took my trade on a terminal as well. So like, you know, is what it is. And actually pretty good like output here, because otherwise I would have get stopped at a break even, right? Like you can see price action after that was pretty garbage, but that price delivery was very nice and clean. That's the reason why I took the trade. The first reason is we have this bearish order block right here, and we did like react to this level right here. So I was like basically working towards this level and this level right here, this up close candle and this up close candle here, and I did want to see price printing above that high. When I see this candle, I was like, oh, maybe not, right? But it closed inside the range, so I was like, all right, that's fine. I'm gonna tolerate the fact that the body print a little bit outside, and it just basically rip off the lows. So that was pretty cool. Obviously, I could have target this low right here, but I was like, man, you know, since they need to have some sort of liquidity available for the 9:30, I'm gonna stay conservative a little bit, and I'll make sure that there's potential liquidity that can target later on. So I was pretty happy with that, and that was in fact 1 15-minute price delivery. So that's what I try to preach the most in my academy, is to basically focus your attention on 1 15-minute, which is more than enough, right? You you can, if you can make money every 15 minute, or at least 1 15-minute a day, like you can get a payout of that 100%, right? That is the objective here. So let me delete everything. We're gonna full break down everything. I'm gonna turn off the position here. Execution order. I'll just turn off everything, right? And let's do a full breakdown. Hope everybody's doing well. I don't have seen a lot of people typing in here. You guys are doing well, hopefully, right? And it's not gonna be an easy day, right? Because like I said yesterday, we got extreme large move, right? We got a pretty large deviation of price. And today's basically, you know, Friday. So I believe, you know, price gonna range. But obviously we have the 30-minute opening range indicator that we can use specifically for that type of condition. So that is pretty cool. And I'll show you everything in live price action. Right now it's 8:45. We got 15 minutes before 9 a.m. And we're going to be able to look into these things. I think we have news. I'm not quite sure. Let's take a look at the news actually. I don't believe there is. Yeah, there's no news actually. There's only this orange news at 10 a.m., which is most of the time like that news right here is not really crazy. Not really crazy. Michigan. Yeah, so that is the news. Well, I mean, we're gonna take a look at 10 a.m. what's going on, right? But most of the time I'm gonna try to trade after 10 a.m. specifically on these type of condition right now. 9:30 is actually a big party. Let's say it like that, right? And you know, try to stay away from that. Yeah, it's actually in PM. So yeah, right here you see, like I saw that, like it's pretty crazy, right? That just this move right here, 617 right here. That was this is institutional move. When you see these type of move, and I'm gonna activate the mouse thing right here so you guys can see my mouse a little bit better. Can you guys see this, right? You can see the purple circle, so it's easier for you guys to follow my mouse. Otherwise, like I'm pointing stuff and it's harder to see, right? Okay, cool. Like sometimes it doesn't show in the live stream. I don't know why, but can you show the use the indicator? I'm gonna share with you guys a little bit, yeah, for sure. Also want to show you the new OHLC. I think it's pretty decent, pretty crazy stuff. This is the AM opening range from yesterday. It didn't stop like offering buy side, and after it kind of like start doing the right work. You see this pure accumulation, right? Small retracement, accumulation, retracement, and then you see like it keep delivering the high till the previous weekly high, basically. If I go in the weekly time frame and I show you basically the previous weekly high. So we did in fact take that previous weekly high here, and I'll basically show you on a 1 minute. See that blue line that we have here is the previous weekly high, and it keep going towards the 2 standard deviation. You see, like it's pretty precise, right? So buy side of the curve, smart money reversal, large retracement. Like right now, actually, it's this is a consolidation that we have. So I'd like to see maybe buy side taken, sell side delivery. We'll see. We'll see. It's not a full breakdown yet. I'm gonna go over everything. You cannot hear me? Don't you have like the application from Discord on your phone or whatever? I should have gone YouTube actually, but I was like, not in the mood to like set up everything for the Discord or whatever OBS stuff. So I was like, all right, I'll just go on Discord. Doesn't really matter. I personally don't care about the numbers of people watching. Like, it doesn't change anything, right? Like, if there's 10 people watching, like, I'll be happy and to share stuff with these 10 people, and I'll give more stuff because there's less people, right? All right, let's take a look at the full stuff, right? I usually start on the monthly chart so we can see, like, we actually on the 25, so we're very close on the monthly close, right? And this is what we have so far. This is very interesting month right here. We got a large sell side distribution taking a lot of lows, right? We did take all the pretty much like if I take the open price of this month and I basically put a horizontal line on that, right? You can see that we basically take that low right here. This low already been taken during that previous month right here, but this low was the first zone liquidity for sell side delivery. This low right here was inside this low, so it's already gone, right? But it's overall it's a relative equal low, so that is a very good draw liquidity for the sell side. It already been taken, right? Obviously, this low right here was another target. It's been taken too. This one right here has been taken pretty well as well, and this one never got taken. But right now we're very close on that objective, right? Let's be honest here. Now, if we take this opening price that we have right here on the October 3, 2023, and we put the line pretty straight, you can see that we come very close from it, but we didn't reach for it. So this is the first time the market expand after these 3 months that we got bearish on last year. August, September, October, and this candle changed the state of delivery from a bearish delivery, right? We did some sell side delivery. This candle break the previous low. This candle break the previous low. We did tap inside the buy side and balance right here. And this candle changed the state of delivery. That's in hot shows, right? For the people that are familiar with that model. But specifically, right, we did like come back very close from that opening price and we didn't reach for it. So that is actually bullish at some point. And then if we were using this opening price that we have right here, like we did like engage price in that pocket of price right here. So I'm gonna conserve these lines by applying something else. I like to use that horizontal arrays that we have. So this is the opening price of the December 1st, and this is the opening price from October. And we don't really look at the November candle because we're using these two prices right here. So this one right here is actually December 1st. So I'm gonna type right here December 1st, 2023. Okay, it's not. Is it 2023? Yeah, it is. We're working off some very old data, man. And this is October, if I'm not mistaken, right? October 1st, right here. It's October 2nd, but I'll use 2, right? That's fine. And this is the 1st December. All right, so let's take a look at the weekly time frame. So you can see right here that we did retrace, obviously, a pretty large amount in this month. So let's take a look at the weekly candle. See, we did engage inside this area right here. This right here is a swing low. You can see this candle low relative to this candle low, relative to this candle low, that form like you know, 3 bars like this, right? So you have a low right here, you have a low right here, you have a low right here. So that is a bullish pattern. Let's say like that. It's not a pattern, but that's basically, it means something, right? It means something. And large imbalances right here, you can see this week right here closed bullish, and the next week just after closed bearish, but it opened higher. You see, it opened higher. So like the close of this candle relative to the open of this candle was large, right? You see there's a large gap in between. That is actually an NWOG. Okay, that's an NWOG, a new week opening gap. So that's a pretty large bullish new week opening gap. Okay, that's how I see it. Right here, these two candles side by side, right, having a condition on the bottom. So that is actually a CPT high resistance. Like if you look into these two candle that close, this one is not closed. There's like few hours left, still 8 hour, right? But they're relatively close, right? This one is almost close, let's be honest, on the week. And together, these two candle are side by side. So now you can look into the wicks right here and understand that the previous week has been taken, right? So automatically that for me signify a high resistance. Why? Because it has this low to this low, right? It means that fractally speaking, on any other time frame than the weekly, lower than that, right? Everything is high resistance. So I don't see the reason why we should return for this low right here on the weekly perspective. So right now, this week is bullish, right? It expanded higher, and it also took the previous weekly high and formed that weekly high right here. So the delivery on this candle from his open price that we have right here at 18,298.25 was bearish, took the low, and at some point on the lower time frame, that's where we find the change in the state of delivery. Now I'm going to show you on the lower time frame exactly the price and the time that happened. Okay, there's specific time and very specific price that this change in state of delivery on the weekly candle happened right here. But for that, we need the lower time frame to basically investigate and find when this weekly change in state of delivery relative to this opening price. Okay, but the condition right now is high resistance on the bottom right here, incomparable to the 2 weeks right that we have right now. And I basically want to go on lower time frame and seek where this weekly candle has changed its delivery state. Okay, so for that reason, the way that we can do that, use my OHLC, I'll paste it right here. I'm gonna change it for the weekly time frame. That's my OHLC indicator right here. That's basically, I try to explain this tool like if it was my Swiss knife, right? You know these Swiss knife with like a bottle opener, you know, you have like the little knife, you have little like cutter, you have like bunch of tools. Like this is my baby right here. It's like it has everything that I need inside of it. So what I like to do right here is I like to show the day separator and the day of the week. Okay, so I can see this like when I'll jump on the lower time frame. So I'm gonna see all the days separated. And I'm putting on the weekly candle so I can see this previous weekly candle as a box, right? And I can see as well all of the day of the week that actually form inside of it. And I'm going to show you right now. So let's jump, like right now I got an error because I'm actually on a lower time frame than the weekly, or actually the same, right? So if I go on the 1 day right here, now it's going to plot something. You see right here, we got the previous week that is right here. Okay. That's the gray box that we see right here. That is actually the weekly candle that we see right here. The objective is to transpose that candle right here into a range, and that's how you're going to be able to see where the changes literally happen, where all of the imbalances has get filled, where the liquidity has been taken, and all that stuff. So that's pretty cool. Jump on the daily time frame here, right? So we see this right here, and this is the weekly high that we have this week, and this is the weekly low that we have this week. So if I want this as well, I can change this setting here for the fractal high. This is a new feature that I put it on, the a new update from today actually. So now you can see right here, this is the weekly low, current weekly low, current weekly high, and this is how we break down the whole thing, right? Now I'm gonna change this. That was the high resistance CPT I was talking about, meaning that we engaged the previous weekly range on this week, which is right here. The relationship in between the previous weekly low is here and the current weekly low is right here. So I don't see why we should be returning for this low anymore. Like actually, this is a protected low right here that we can use for a higher time frame swing trade, but that's not my objective right now. So on the daily time frame, what we see right here, I'm gonna turn that off so we can read a little bit. This day right here, literally the Tuesday of this week, was the change in slip delivery on the weekly time frame, and I'm gonna give you the exact hour, the exact minute, and the exact like area of price where that happened to. So I'm gonna show you right here because it can be more precise than that. I'll show you where exactly it happened. Okay. And Doug right here, so that's a new day opening gap that we have right here. That's pretty large gap, right? It did in fact yesterday touch the previous low right here, so engaging previous daily low, and then keep expanding towards these low resistance. You see two candle closing side by side again. That's in low resistance CPT classifier, right? So we're classifying this to, like, it's simple. Look, just look at two candle like close side by side, and immediately you can rate that as a condition. Look, this is low resistance here. So that makes sense that we took that liquidity right here that was standing above this high. And this should be the high right here. There we go. I think this line is actually not straight. Yeah, now it's straight. Let's go on the 4-hour time frame because this is where it's going to take place a little bit more on the template. See, this is where we took the previous weekly low on that sell side run that we have on Monday, right? This is the Monday right here. These lines are not relevant anymore, so I'm going to remove it. All right, can you see the vision a little bit here, right? It's a specific vision I'm showing you right here, and this is actually should be on full screen, so it's easier to see. So this right here is Monday, right? From the open of 6 p.m. The 6 p.m. on Monday too. What do we have on Monday? We got this bearish candle in the 4-hour, this one that pierced the previous low, this one that pierced the previous low right here. And this is your Asia session right here. Literally, like these 3-4 hour that you have right here, including a little bit of a London session, right? This is where the move started right here. Clear distribution on the sell side, right? Pretty large displacement on the sell side. Didn't in fact like create a bottom wicks on that, so it means something. It means that it's pure distributing, right? Sell side delivery, yes sir. And it also took the previous weekly low right here. What I want to investigate too is it's fine right now. We have the previous weekly low. Oh, like this is the best time to buy, yeah. But we can refer to another week before. So I'm gonna add another box that we can see the other week just right before, right? And that week right here was a bullish week. Okay, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. This week was bullish. This week right here was an internal bar inside this previous weekly range that we have right here. Some people like to call this a bull flag or whatever, but that was not the case, right? Now, if we investigate a little bit more, we have the Thursday low, right? Just right here. You see, we took this, in fact, on the same 4-hour candle, and that is the 6 a.m. 4-hour candle in the morning. This is the candle that opened at 10 a.m., which is the silver bullet, right? To 2 p.m. in the afternoon. So that is the range. We did engage this low as well, right? See, now we have 3 PD area that's been taken. This low right here, previous weekly low. Some lows inside the previous week, just before this week. This Thursday low right here. And also the Friday low. So we did engage like Friday low and Thursday low right here. And a pretty large buy side imbalance right here, you see. So literally all of this right here, to extend that, right, you can see that this is an area where they're gonna buy, because that massive move on the upside right here was in fact just a retracement of that. And the cool factor as well is we have this low resistance right here standing inside the previous week right here. And if we connect this same principle again, as we take this weekly high right here and we take it with this high right here, all of this right here was potentially millions of dollars standing there. Okay, so every time we engage new sell side, everything increase above right here, and that's where the market wants to go for later on. Okay? So we did engage this week the high of this week, which is a relative equal high as well, and we did engage this high as well. So now we engage these two buy side. That kind of like makes sense right now that we have a retracement inside the range from that weekly high. This is the current weekly high, 19,497.5. The retracement we have, we're in fact back inside a little bit of the previous weekly range. Not anymore, right? That was like live, right? I'm gonna move this. But if I remove all of these things, right, like now you don't really understand what's going on. You know what I mean? That's just adding a little bit of context. That's easier for you to see. So that tool is basically my baby, man. This is what I like the most about it. And you can see the footprint of that week right here too. Like this is the current body of this week. The wicks low, the wicks high right here. And you have the closing price, you have the opening price. Okay. So let me show you exactly where this candle changed the state of delivery. On the 4-hour, I can tell you right now that it's exactly this high right here. Okay. And that happened at 10 a.m. on Tuesday. Okay. That is the initial condition, the change of sell side delivery into a buy side delivery. Okay, that's where the algo understand that there's a change in the state of delivery. Like, and that's a bigger picture side of thing. Okay, so I'm gonna break that down on a 1-hour time frame now, so we can see exactly when and why it happened. So if we recap a little bit quickly, we understand that this is the sell side has been engaged right here. So we have the previous weekly low. We have some lows from Friday. Look, this is the low from Friday right here. The low from Thursday right here. So these are low resistance overall. If you take this low right here to this low right here, right? This is all low resistance. This is pure money, right? This is pure engagement. Market in fact, go for that area. Okay. The real change is the delivery on the 1 hour time frame. Okay, that's not the same thing. Okay, it's not the weekly that changes state of delivery. That's not the weekly. That is only basically the 1 hour time frame signifying that there's a potential reversal. Okay, so if we jump a little bit in here and I zoom a little bit more, see, all of this right here was sell side delivery. We in fact take the liquidity on the left side, this low right here, these two low right here. There's in fact some people that tried to go long right here that it got immediately, purged on the sell side. The reason why is because these higher time frame PDRA takes time, okay, the pair. Like these are massive amount, okay, massive amount of money, and it takes like almost a days or two before you can auto pair these levels, which is the same thing that we have right now here on the high of the week, okay? Same thing, like we have the same type of scenario type that we have right here. It's the similar stuff that we have right here. So it takes time, okay? It takes a lot of time. Like if there's millions of dollars under this low right here, it takes like not two contract and we can go back on the other side. Like these takes time. So everybody that are impatient, they're getting fucked right there. Okay, that's the truth. The candle from 3 p.m. to the close at 6 p.m. on the regular trading hour, right? So we have RTH and ETH with Globex overnight session. This candle right here was the one that actually started a whole move for this week expansion. Okay, that's this 1 hour right here. We did in fact go above that previous high right here. This was not enough because this is not enough, right? It's just like an initial move that started the whole thing. Okay, so what do we have in between this low right here and this high right here? It's an easy one, right? It's an easy one. You can go on the keyboard and type it. Abysses, right? That's exactly what it is. Perfect. Good answer. Good answer. So that's a buy side imbalance, sell side inefficiencies that we have here. And I'll put it green for the matter of understanding that right here. So do we did in fact go back inside of it? Yes, we did right here. Okay, on this candle from 6 p.m. It did tap inside a little bit of it. And every time I have a very large BISIs like this, right? I'm going to start using a quadrant on that. Like I'm not only using, let's say, 50% of it, right? This is large. Like this is extremely large. So I'm going to use a fib on that from this level to this level right here. And I have in fact right here my 50% level. You see, we didn't even reach for the 25% or the 75% upper quadrant right there on it. So that tells me a lot of stuff. And when I saw that the 7 p.m. right here, the 1 hour, this is a 60-minute range that expand really quickly and it attacked the liquidity that we have right here on the sell side of the curve. There's another BCs right here, okay, that we can use. And this one, in fact, go back for 50% and even 75%. If we take that right here to this right here, you see on OW, I was pretty close. I was pretty close. Look. But it did at least go to 50%, right? Which is pretty good, in my opinion. There's not a lot of inversion fair value gap in this right here. There's this one right here that you can use for this one specifically, and I'm going to show you right here. This one right here, and if we plot the 50% on it, that is in fact a bearish inversion fair value gap. And why it's not? That's this one, sorry. So inversion fair value gap right here. That's the one that pures the liquidity. So we're using the sell side imbalance that can be inverted on the buy side imbalance on the other side of the curve. And now we're working off all these PDRAs for a potential upside move. But where is the change in the state of delivery on that week? It's right here. It happened at 11 a.m. Okay, the week change is state of delivery at 11 a.m. at 18/3/01/25. Now, inside of this 1 hour time frame candle right here, we can go on the 1 minute and find the exact time where that happened, okay, if we want. So right here, what we can work with is the opening price of the week. Okay, so we're using the opening price of the week right here, just this level right here. And the opening price of the week is 18/306/25. Unfortunately, you don't really have enough time to go back and take that trade. Reason why is because this is the 4 o'clock on Tuesday actually. So like it already gap. There's people that saw that opportunity here and it just immediately gap on the big side. So this is an institutional type move that we see right here. But the potential best opportunity to go long this week was in the 50% of the previous weekly range, 18,686, 125. Because we did in fact trade above 50% of the previous week that was bearish. So we can use that extension EQ right here to actually try to engage in the discount of this. Everything below 50% right here. This whole area was good to take a long on this week. And they didn't in fact like reach for these high right here. So that was pretty clean. This end dog right here was pretty cool too, right? But if I mark it right here, so we have a close candle, so we take the closing price to the opening price. That was the end dog of the Tuesday right here. It's actually the end dog from Wednesday, sorry. But look at how the body respect a little bit the high too. This is pretty clean. But the best trade or the best setup was it right here yesterday. And we did in fact take the low of the Tuesday. Right? The low of Tuesday was this low right here. See? And inside of this, right, you can go and find the changes to delivery and basically engage on that bearish order block that we have right here as an inversion. Right here. This was like the best entry you can get for this expansion here. And you basically utilize this high right here to this high right here. All of this is your okay, all of this was your money actually. And it did in fact go for that, creating the weekly high right here. But what's gonna happen on today's price action now? Like because it's pretty nice to look at these things and everything, but where's the price wants to go right now in this today's price action? That's what people are showing up for, right? So we're gonna go and look at what's going on the current daily range, and now we can engage on that. Okay. And for that, I'm gonna change the setting from 1 week to 1 day instead. So we can a little bit focus more on the current daily price action. And just for the clarity, I'm gonna delete everything so we can basically start brand new. Okay, so this is a 1 hour time frame. Pretty large order pairing on that previous weekly high right here that we have. It's the high of the week right here. If we investigate all of the candle inside the current daily range, like if I zoom in a little bit here. Okay, so this candle right here is the initial candle of the day. This candle engaged the buy side. This candle, I don't know exactly what's the sequence inside of it, but we did engage the previous low and we did engage the previous high. And that was actually, I don't see my time frame here. That was the 8 p.m. So this is basically your first hour of the Asia session. Second hour of the Asia session, which is 9 p.m. Eastern time. We did engage the previous high right here, and this is a high resistance CPT right there. Two candle close side by side with a condition low resistance on this side, high resistance on that side, and it did in fact trade lower and engage that low resistance right here. So this would have been a setup for 10 p.m. This candle right here rechanged the state of delivery on that day right here. So you clearly see this is the low of the day at this point. Did expand. That's a bullish order block right here, but that bullish order block is actually on previous daily high. So is that a good setup to go long on the current like most expensive price you have during that previous daily range? That might not be the best idea, right? I will not look into this, but it did in fact create the weekly high at 19497.5. Now we have what? Two candle closing side by side with what? Condition of high resistance, right? So this is hard to go back above that high. It's expensive, and it's very expensive. It doesn't contain a lot of liquidity because it's already taken, right? So what happened is basically we're working off 50% of that wicks right here, taking this right here to that. See, we did in fact trade above 50%, which is premium relative to the wicks only of not only a random candle. This is the candle that formed the high of the week. So we can work with this data points. Now you see right here, it go back into above 50%, which taking premium. And it basically traded lower and retake these two lows that are low resistance here. Now we have at this time of day at 2 a.m. in the morning, this is the open of London open. Okay. In fact, a new 4-hour time frame showed up too. If we look into liquidity that's been taken at that time, was this low right here. We got this low right here. And this low right here was still available at that time. Okay. This candle right here, 4 a.m. in the morning, was a engineering liquidity candle because it stayed inside the previous 3 a.m. candle. Look, this is 60-minute, guys, right? So we have the high of this 1-hour time frame, the low of this 1-hour time frame. This is inside this range. So what does that mean? Now that means you have low resistance on the top, you have low resistance on the bottom. So one of the both sides going to get taken. Which side contain more liquidity at that point? Okay. You have this high right here, this low right here, and this low right here, including the low from that 3 a.m. candle. And it in fact take that right here, engage all the sell side, and immediately come back up. 6 a.m. in the morning, that's where I took my trade right here actually. Very large expansion to the downside, engaging all of the liquidity that was available in these right here, like including all these lows right here. So specifically this low to actually this low, we didn't take that low, but inside of this 1 hour you have some lows too, right? So I'm telling you here, the whole thing is not done yet. But what I look into right now, where's my eyes immediately goes, right? If I turn that off right here a little bit. This is the high of the week, okay? That's the high of the week. What do we have right here? For those that are in my academy, what is this high right here? What is this? What is this? My students sleeping right now? What is this high right here? What is this? It's a swing high, yes. But what is the more specific high it is in terms of market structure? Low resistance. A lower high? Yeah, that's a lower high. Yeah, exactly. That's a lower high. So that was the objective of my question here. But all of your answer was fine actually. Okay, so that's a lower high. So we form the high of the week and then we form a lower high right here. So in terms of market structure, if I draw this right here, right, we got high of the week, right? We got this lower low right here, lower high, and then we keep going like this, right now at this point. This is what we have right here. Like if we look at the high itself, all of the high itself, and we compare all of them, we can see there's some series of lower highs forming right now in terms of market structure. Judah swing? Not really right now. Not really. Because the Judah swing most of the time happened at very specific time, right? But I would see this as a higher time frame weekly retracement, right? I'm teaching that kind of stuff in my academy. Like we talk about, a binary candle, what it does, and how you can classify a specific retracement relative to a reversal and all that good stuff. But the fact that we formed that lower high right here was signifying that we potentially has some weaknesses, right? And if you can find SMT that also confirm that type of stuff, this is pretty good. And I'm talking also like not a divergence SMT, like a very uh like a very specific same SMT, basically a positive correlation, right? So it's like is ES form as a lower high right here as well? Like this is also another type of confirmation you can get to, right? So what do we have right now? This is 9:23. We got a few minutes left for the 9:30 open, which is our 9:30 opening range. I'll go into that later on too. But where's my eyes are going the most right now is this sell side imbalance that we have right here. Okay, this is my drawn liquidity for that current price action that we have. And I also align with the higher time frame expansion that we actually get right here. We got low resistance on these two CPT candle right here. Two candle closing side by side. Condition on the top is low resistance. Got all of these low resistance has been taken already. Okay, like this low right here is gone. Well, that was not the line I wanted, but that's fine. I'll take it. This low is gone as well. This low is also gone. These three lows, the business already done at the bottom here. That 1 hour changes the state of delivery. We're going to go in lower time frame and find out exactly what happened here. Okay. So this is my current draw and liquidity right here for the 9:30 open. Okay, so let's go take a look at the 15-minute time frame. Every hour has 15-minute for time, okay, inside of it. We can see on 15-minute that sell side imbalance is also visible right here. That's a more specific or refined one. Low resistance inside of it on the higher time frame, you see right here. We take that high to this high, right? Low resistance right here. And it's inside the sell side imbalance. This is pretty good liquidity that we have right here. All the business is gone on the bottom here. It doesn't mean it's not going to return lower, but at least we're going to get some footprint or fingerprint by the algos that tells us it wants to go back here, okay? Right now, I can see these two highs an immediate area to go for. I can see there's a small difference in between this high and this high right here. That also confirmed that it's an engineering liquidity. I can see this bullish order block right here. Bullish order block right here. And this is simply 15-minute, right? I can see this bullish order block that we have right here too. Pretty good business overall under it. Okay, let's go and jump on the 5-minute time frame. This can be adjusted a little bit here. This is right here, nice. And just for the sake of clarity here, for those that just join or whatever, like I'm gonna basically use this right here, put it red, and I'm gonna extend it to the right side so I can actually see this. Okay, so yeah, this Wix was pretty crazy, isn't it? Rocket fuel, baby. Rocket fuel, baby. Okay, so how are we gonna be able to engage on that? It's 2 minutes left right here. Amazing top-down analysis. That's what I do pretty much every day, man. When I'm live streaming, actually, but because these recent like weeks was a little bit like scuff, right? Let's be honest here. But yeah. I want to see the 4 hour time frame on that perspective here of the OHLC type stuff, and I'm gonna use the 4 hour high and lows on the. I'll use the 1 hour actually. I want to see my 1 hour. This is a new feature for those that has the tool like the OHLC indicator. You can change now the time frame of the fractal right here, and also if you want, you can turn that off, and it immediately is gonna type. See, I can put it like bigger so you guys can see it a little bit here, but the 60-minute low, 60-minute high, so you can see where are practically speaking your highs and lows of the time frame itself. And obviously these are pretty big, but for those that don't have good eyes, you can use this. Normal, it might pretty much way to go. All right, so this is the 4 hour opening price right here. This is the high of the 4 hour. Pretty large wicks, massive rejection. I like that. We did tap in fact 4 hour equilibrium at the previous 4 hours, so everything above equilibrium was premium. It's been taken above relative equal high. Did in fact trade lower, retrace, take the liquidity right here. And right now we still have this sell side imbalance that also can be used as a mitigation block on that previous 4 hour low. So 19,344.25 is a mitigation block on that 4 hour low. And the current 4 hour equilibrium, if we take a fib from the low of that current 4 hour to the actual 4 hour high, is right here. It's 116.5. That's a 0.5, pretty good. And yeah, it's upper quadrant right here. So this is pretty clean. Yeah, I think I did show a little bit on the open of the live stream, so I'm potentially gonna just repost the recording later on. Let's go on the 1 minute time frame so we can see a little bit the opening price, 9:30 and 22nd here. But this is like the template right here that I have. I'm working off the current 4 hour time frame right here. And I have this sell side imbalance that stay inside the 1 hour. We got low resistance. Oh, well. Look at this, guys. It's not a serious business, right? So we did tap inside this sell side imbalance here at few seconds of the open. Hello. Well, that was my drawn liquidity right here. Must be random, I guess, right? Yeah, random, I guess, right? Okay, so okay. Well, maybe we can put some Saint Wave music, man. 18, 80 years old. Like this one, maybe back the time, back to the travel time. Are we like time traveling right now? Like this is like the 9:30 music, man. I'm the cook, dude. If you guys don't like the music, you can turn it off. By the way, like you just basically mute the live stream, and you still hear me talking about stuff. Okay, so very cool, very cool. I like that. I like that. This was the order block on the 5 minute order block right here too. transpose in the 1 minute. So you can see that right here. Ding. All right, so there's a little bit of liquidity left right here on this high. Right, let's see if it can go for that. Like now they're just clearing the book on both sides. That's fine, right? If we do in fact return for that 60-minute low right here, 19 to 16.25, if we go back for that low, that'd be nice because now we can change the stick delivery from a buy side to a sell side and then in fact potentially go lower and basically retrace inside the weekly range. So basically eating the potential people that go long and still holding like uh, partial or still holding like position to break even and such, which I will not be surprised to see, right? So actually, right, this is the 60-minute low, 60-minute high. We're in fact in 50% of it right now. We're back to a discount level relative to that current 60 high, 60 low, right? We're at 50% of it. If I take my little fib right here, uh, this is the wrong thing. See 50%, 75%. Actually, in fair value, OT discount in between 50, 75. I use my regular fib, my OT real one. Optimal trade entry, you see. 61.8 in the middle of the U2 order block right here. Large accumulation on that 1 minute here. I like it a lot. There's no bottom wicks. And this is where I can turn on the machine. See, like, we're inside the previous PM session opening range right here. We did, in fact, touch the first presented fair value gap to the fucking ticks, man. To the ticks, actually, here. First presented fair value gap on bearish side of thing. We got midpoint of the actual opening range at 19,294.25. Back for upper quadrant at this time, 19,313.37.5. Okay. If we retake that high right here, that's gonna be a change in the state of delivery for the current 5 minute. Okay. And where is my boys? Man, that PM session first presented fair value gap is actually crazy. AM opening range too, like this is the low right here, and it's literally in the midpoint of that almost. Okay, 5 minute literally just changed the state of delivery on the 5 minute close here. I like that a lot. Let's go in 15-second sharp so we can see price action a little bit better here. I did in fact say there's a lot of liquidity left right here on the buy side. That's where we're actually cooking here. We do close this, that might be nice to see change the state of delivery for a sell side run eventually. Okay, we have minus 25% of the OTE right here. It's basically a symmetrical swing from that 25 right here to that 25 here. Okay. Pretty good rejection here on this liquidity that we've talked about. I'm gonna do something here on this tool. I'm gonna change the setting for the 1 hour to 15 minute. Where is my 15 minute? This is the current 15-minute low, 19,256. 15-minute high, 19,352.5. And that's our dealing range on 15-minute right here. We're only 6 minutes inside the 9:30 open here. There's a lot of work already done here. That was my drawn liquidity for those that just joined. And that was also, if we look back a little bit on the 5-minute time frame, this right here was the previous 4-hour low. Okay, so this is a mitigation block that we have right here. So everybody, right? Everybody that try to go short or inside of this current 4-hour time frame, the only people that are still in the trade is this large institution wicks right here, which these are the people that we potentially talk about multiple time, right? And these are, there's only these people actually. Like we literally take that high right here, I'm sure. Let me see. Yeah, we did take that high right here. So yeah, there's a lot of short seller out, but only these people are still in there. Well, well, well. This is the first 5 minute of the hour, the 30 minute. This is the second 5 minute. Very close on the 25% here. 4-hour remain bearish at this point. Look, basically to become bullish at this point, right? Again, we need to see at least that 4-hour high to be changed. Like meaning we need to go above that 4-hour high. If we go above that 4-hour high, I'm gonna look for any bullish PDR I can find to look for some higher prices from there. And I can trust basically that high resistance that we have on the bottom here. That's a relatively equal low, I understand that, but still, it did a lot of work here, right? It did a lot of work here on all this sell side that was available at that time. So I'll do recalibrate my OT here. Uh, it's only for the indicator for now. Sorry about that. But we have for those that just joined, I'm gonna show you real quick. There's one of the student from the academy that actually get a payout, okay, a real good payout, and he wants to give back one subscription to his own, like he's paying for it actually. So right here on that post right here, so you basically just comments in the comments why you should be chosen, and he's gonna pick somebody that he wants, right? Someone that is reflecting his value, whatever. And I'm also gonna be adding one more. So basically, I'm adding one more. So we're gonna basically give 2 winner on Saturday night. But thank you, Derek. Again, like that's my student here is making a payout, and he wants to pay basically for somebody entry in the academy. I change his life. He wants to provide that for somebody too. So you guys are welcome. Appreciate, man. This is really like good stuff that you did, man. This is first time I got something like that. It's pretty cool, man. I like that a lot. Buy side imbalance right here in between 2550 of the quadrant of that OT, which is represented by fair value. Okay, we got this bullish order block standing right here. Okay, I'm gonna put this right here. This can be a larger line so we can really focus a little bit on it. We in fact retrace right here on that 15-minute range. There's 4 minutes left and before this 15-minute close here. This is the current 15-minute low, 19,256. We have 15-minute high, 19,363. And I'm working off this entire dealing range here, like this high and this low right here. I'm calculating the percentage or retracement on that. I'm actually done for the day. I already made my money, right? But if I do take a trade on paper, it will be nice. We'll see. We'll see. I'm down to engage on paper trade. Doesn't really matter. Like a real execution is a real execution, right? Like my money's already made for today. Like I made like 1.4K, which is more than enough, right? On Friday PM AM session. Like these type of condition that we have currently with all these crazy shit, like I personally try to make my money in London session either or when Donald Trump's sleeping, basically, right? When that man is sleeping, that's the best time you can trade, basically. I basically adjust my schedule for that, right? I wake up at 3 a.m. in the morning and I basically go to bed, at Asia session or something. If you don't do that, man, like that guy can like broke your trade, you know what I mean? Yeah, just 115 minutes more than enough, man. Like my student can rely on that for sure. We're only focusing on 15-minute time frame. Like one 15-minute expansion, that's all you need to make all the money you want. Because when you can do that, right? For sure, all you need from there is just multiplying. That's it, right? We're not increasing more risk, anything like that. You just basically okay, so we're back in my point of interest here. 2550. I want to see on 1 minute time frame what it looks like. It's a small bullish order block here. Let's see if it responds nicely on it or what. It's the higher time frame one. And what is this level already? That's the high. That's where the change of state delivery happen here. We break above these high. Tap inside the sell side imbalance. I'm looking at a higher time frame on all my screen too, by the way. So I can see 4 hours still bearish. The daily is still bearish at this point. We didn't change the state of delivery on the daily time frame, but it's still more than enough to take a scalp trade. Like we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. There's this. I'm gonna remove this order block, and I'm gonna work with this one here. It's the most recent one we have for the bullish side of thing. This one also can be removed. It's corresponding to 50% of the dealing range, like this high, this low right here. If I change this instead of 15-minute and I put it on the 1 hour, okay, you'll see the dealing range is going to be automatically identified here. That's the low, right? That's the high. That's where I'm incurring my fib. Hey, tap the order block. Interesting reaction here. A little bit of sell side imbalance that might be rebalanced as a buy side run. Looks pretty good on 5 minute, 15-minute. It's a fresh 15-minute open here on 15-second inside of it. Let's see if we can get 3 PD rate of stack here for a long position. Because right now I have my swing low, right? It's not confirmed yet to 100%. But if we get a bullish here that I get the work with here, that'd be nice. That'd be really nice. Because there's a lot of business that's been done on that run here. And the 4 hour body can flip bullish at this price where you're 19,396.5. So we're basically going back above the opening price. And that order block was pretty sexy, isn't it? This one right here, like it's. Ding. All right. If we get a swing high here, okay, 3 candle again, like I've been explaining a little bit earlier on. Something like this in this area here. Now we can work with this one too as a smaller dealing range. Opening range, let me see real quick. Yep. Dammer, right? Damn. Damn. That PM session will still impress me. I'm going to journal about it later on. Like this type of stuff right here, you need a journal about it. Okay, we fill that order block right here. Okay, this is invalidated here. That's the lower, like if I draw a little bit here, that's the lower quadrant of the opening range here. This can obviously can show a lot of thing here. That might be the 4-hour continuing lower, we'll see. The music too loud? You guys are fine or? Ooh, look at this, man. Look at this. High resistance CPT right there. The two candle side by side. It's not closed yet, right? This minute's not closed yet. Okay, that's fine. 24-second left. But that was pretty sexy. I like that what I saw here. Back to 61.8 of the dealing range of that hour. We're very close from the AM opening range low here. Like right now on this current opening range from here to here, right? We swept like 90% off. Like it's a 90% off for a buyer here. 90% off. Big deal. Big deal. It's like this right now. Like I'm waiting a little bit here. I got my sniper ready. It has the best scope on it. And the best bullets. How are you guys doing? It's like you guys engaging right now? What's going on? Is there any people in a tray right now? Don't be scared, by the way. Like I'm not gonna judge your entry, by the way. Like it's fine. Done for the week. This is the best thing. I'm also done for the week, but I'm actually down to take a paper trade at this point. But on the side of my desk, I have the big sniper waiting here. Just telling that I've done some operation inside of that. That's nice. That's nice. 115 minute, right? These guys know how to do that, man. Bing. A ricochet on the head of the soldier that were there. Bing. Fun stuff. All right, all right, all right. Got some decrease of volatility here a little bit. 950 macros is coming in. My chart a little bit scuff here, so I'm gonna actually do a little refresh on that. You guys don't mind? I'm gonna clear everything. Bing. I really like on OWL this 4-hour candle. Like you see, like the current price right here. It dig inside the PM session opening range. You see, like it's pretty crazy. Damn. Oh, 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 oh. Good price, man. Really good price here. Let me recalibrate this. Ooh. Ooh, this is pretty clean. This is pretty clean. Okay, small retracement on that. There's not a lot of fair value gaps since the open here. Like, the only thing I don't very excited about it. We'll see. Okay, from the 930 specifically, right? Got a sell side run, retake the high immediately, go inside that 1 hour CB that we have here. Oh, big manipulation here. See that move? This is the big boys coming in. Big boys coming in. Now we're actually very close on that 4 hour low here. So we'll see, right? 79.99% retracement here of that dealing range high and low. The opening range is gonna close in like 8 minutes. It's pretty clean here. Five minutes currently delivering sell side. 1 hour did in fact did a pretty good job on the buy side here. If I show you the 1 hour time frame on the not the on the OHLC indicator here, I'll put more candle here on that. 6 hour. The imbalance was this low right here and this high right here, right, on the 1 hour time frame. Did in fact trade inside of it perfectly. 1 hour is currently bearish. 0.5 standard deviation and the AM opening range, but it's still updating, so I cannot rely on that data point still. There's few minutes left for the data to be perfect and steady. Right? It's gonna be well anchored. But that inversion here is pretty clean. I like it a lot. This fib can be removed here for clarity's sake. This low can be lazy interbank deliver like quickly. We'll see, but this is our daily power of 3. Let's just put a little bit of offset on it. Hurry up, dude. Hurry up. Not a lot of sell side imbalance you can see, right? And it's still on the 1 minute. Like, usually on a 1 minute, you have better. Like, this is extremely efficient. Extremely efficient. We'll see. Back to quarter level here, 19 to 67. Okay, so the fact that you have the AM opening range in close proximity to the PM opening range, like this signified that we're actually in a large consolidation. Link for the music. Yeah, let me hook you up for that. It's YouTube stuff, you know, I don't go crazy. I have Spotify, but I only use it in the car, actually. If it's not satellite radio, whatever. When I'm trading, I don't want any lyrics, okay? When I listen music, I don't want any lyrics. I just want, like, some mood, and that's it. Because if you have lyrics, like, now your brain's not 100% focused on the price action, if that makes sense. You kind of, like, listen to things at the same time, right? You're dividing your attention twice. Like, not good. Music is just like vibing, right? It's just frequency basically. So, but if you hear something like or lyrics, someone talking or whatever, like might get distracted here. So okay, so come back very close from the low of the day right here, but in fact start retracing a little bit here. We'll see. Bearish shoulder block here. The real drawn liquidity was this buy side, this sell side imbalance right here on the 1 hour. Like from this low right here to this high right here. That's where we go through. So it's pretty clean. I like that. Got low resistance now and this low here. High resistance here. We're stuck in the same range, man. The opening range. Previous hour EQ right there. I'm considering this data point here. Like that's the thing, right? If they want to go higher, they're potentially gonna retake that low here, just to make sure that there's nobody that go longs, before displacing higher. I mean that if I was market making, I will do that. It just makes sense. Just clear the board on the sell side, and you're ready to go, right? And you also increase your buy side liquidity. So yeah, so there's a 60-second here for the 10 a.m. candle, the new 4-hour candle too. That most of the time that 4-hour is the candle you want to basically catch the expansion on it, right? Let me see something real quick. So this is 8:30. This is 9:30 to 9:45. That's a manipulation we have. Buy side. Okay, 10 a.m. That's the news right here, right? Injection of liquidity here. My sniper collecting dust right here. I gotta wipe it off. Like this Wix right here is extremely institutional. That's large volume too right here inside of that. A lot of contract. Interesting. Okay, so now the standard deviation from the AM opening range are static. They're confirmed. They're well anchored on the high and the low of the opening range. So these are data points that never gonna change anymore. A lot of people try to short this thing, man. This liquidity is getting very heavy here. It looks bearish too, right? On a higher time frame. So everybody's like basically looking at these things and they're like, man, this is the best time to go short, maybe, right? It is what it is. Yeah, basically, right. When Trump take office, the main goal of the main debt at the beginning is basically to create uncertainty, right? To basically, it's basically trying to reduce the interest rate. So when it's gonna basically renew the debt or whatever, it's gonna have like better rate. This is due for like in 2 months, close than that. So it has like 2 months of really hard works to do. Like it wants the biggest uncertainty like it can do. So that's why we see the market going crazy like that. The tariff and everything affect a lot of the economy, right? So buy side imbalance here. That is the news. Like it's kind of like data. I don't want to rely on too much. It's not consistent, you know. Previous hour equilibrium 19290. Mm, technically low resistance here too. Relatively equal on the bottom, but it has liquidity taken here. So on both sides of marketplace, it's pretty much equal right now. I'm gonna look into my NWOG and NDOG real quick. Can turn off these execution here. Okay, so NDOG low right here rejected once. Water low rejected once. NWOG high from the 1404 rejected the high of it. And walk from the 3103 2025 19361. This one very very far. This is 15 minute, but I like to use the 1 hour on that right here too. Not 1 minute, but 1 hour. Sorry. Small slight imbalance that we have here has been confirmed pretty well here. High resistance here. It looks bullish so far. Midnight open. This high right here is pretty good too, like this one, and also this previous 1 hour high. Because this candle, when it dropped that much and engaged sell side, right, it increased the buy side. So I'm in 2.5, 1 standard deviation here from the accumulation range of the day. Buy side delivery on 60-minute. AM opening range high right here. It's also the previous 1 hour high. There's a buy side imbalance in between this low right here and this high right here. I will include this transition here on the 2-minute time frame. I'm just not excited, you know what I mean? I don't want to engage on that garbage shit. I see buy side delivery so far, but not excited, you know. I really like the 50% opening range reaction that we got right here. Midpoint, inversion, midpoint. Go above that, retest the midpoint. Pretty good area here. That order block right here, you cannot really use it because it's in premium of the opening range. So like, it's not a bullish PD array. So what I mean by that is, let me see if I can show you here. This is something I usually show in my academy, right? I want you guys to appreciate that, but oh, yeah, I'll just basically pick it right here real quick. This is the AM opening range. So your order block that you have right here needs to be below 50%. Every PD array that are discount must be below that midpoint, right? Everybody that buy above this midpoint right here is actually chasing price. I will not do that because you high risk to become liquidity, right? Like sometimes you just better accept the fact that you missed a trade, right? That's fine. You're not a loser because you miss a good trade, you know what I mean? You just can journal, like you can journal about it and potentially improve that next area you want to buy next time. This was in fact the potential, the best entry you could have get this today, like with that buy side expansion here. Midpoint, literally the midpoint at 10 a.m. Like buy side, change the state of delivery, retest that midpoint, inversion of these order block you have inside of that, rally up, take that high right here to this high as low resistance overall. Music is loud, right? Another playlist here. It's summer 1987. You're driving in Miami. Let's see this playlist actually. Lyrics, no thanks. Mm. I don't say it's good, it's bad music. Just it has lyrics. I don't want to listen. Okay, upper quadrant of that Wix on the left side, that institutional Wix I was talking about. Retracement. Let's see what type of reaction we get in the quarter level here. That might be an entry. Okay, we'll see. Oh, you did take the trade at midpoint. That's great, man. Good stuff. Beautiful. Very, very nice. I like that. GMS juice. That's the kind of mood I like right here. It's no chill music at all. You listen music from the devil or what? Yeah, this one is another one. Like that's this one right here. You guys want it? Or study and relax. You know what I mean? It still have some uplifting type of frequency. I like it. We're inside the New York AM kill zone here too. Started at 8:30. Yeah, that's a retracement here. Reject 75% of that wicks right here. Often do you live stream? I usually live stream every day on the in the academy, like for my student. But recently I haven't streamed it every day because it's sometime like the market doesn't really, in fact, not very clean, you know what I mean? So I don't want to influence bad decisions, so that's why I don't show up. But what I mean by that is like if I showed up and I call the market and everybody engage on that and they get fucked, like I don't want to be blamed for that. I don't want to feel bad for my day because my student potentially lose decent amount of money, right? So, but I used to stream every day when it's normal price action. If you guys are interested, I'm running a 20% off on the OHLC indicator right now. So pretty insane. Like this is my Swiss knife tool kind of. Like you can do everything with it pretty much. And it's lifetime. So you get it like you buy twice, you're buying once and you get it for lifetime. There's no subscription or anything like that. Just you get it and it's also including all the future update. The academy is 90 days, so you get access for 90 days. You cannot subscribe for like 1 month if you want. Like you just can't. I've done that before in general term, like people was not really getting any value in 1 month, you know what I mean? Not enough basically. Yeah, I know how to code, you know. I code I code PineScript, but I also code a lot of Python. So don't ask me how I learned that, but I did, you know. I always like that kind of stuff, you know. Like I'm doing some side project like an AI right now that actually basically look at all my journal and it flagged the negative behavior, like stuff like that. I have another learning machine that study ICT 24/7. I got a lot of stuff, you know. My ICT database is insanely big. It's large, man. It's close to 8 terabyte of stuff, you know. I got close to 8 terabyte of content from ICT and videos, transcript, everything. I have a learning machine, like literally just scalping all the information and try to find connection on stuff that means something, you know. Also coded some algorithm, you know, that trade the market. The hourly, yes, it has a little small wicks on the bottom, but it's very small. But that was the news, right? There's like a news at 10 a.m., like whatever garbage it is. And also, if you guys are interested by the opening range indicator, it's actually free, right? So you get this indicator here. It has all the standard deviation, everything that you see being plotted here. You can manually swap the first presented fair value gap to the second one if you don't like the first one, like right here, let's say, right? It shows all the macros, the midnight open, everything that needs to be around the opening range. Also has the opening range from midnight open. I'm gonna show in a few minutes. The first displacement of midnight to midnight 30, which is right here, right now. Look. That's the London opening range. Midnight largest displacement high. Yeah, it's gonna free forever. Yeah. Oh la la, look at this. Look at this. Pretty insane distribution here. Holy. 25%. That's pretty interesting. Okay, so we're back to the lower quadrant right now. This is pretty discounted. If they don't buying this thing, it's gonna go lower. We're back to the hourly opening price right now. Literally. Like, look at this. The 1 hour opening price. Like, the 1 hour is about to change the state of delivery here. Officially on a higher time frame. Yeah, like now we have this large sell side imbalance. We can work it for the sell side. If it didn't take the sell side immediately, now you have something to work with. But it's not clean, man. Look at this garbage shit. I like what I see, but I just don't want to engage with it. You know, it doesn't make. See the 1 hour change the state of delivery here. Now the 1 hour is considered bearish, and you want to work off these sell side imbalance here to basically retarget this low. Appreciate, man. Appreciate. It's like 9 years of experience that I share with you guys right now. Potential swing low form here. Like these are also included in the indicator. Basically, you algorithmically swing highs and swing low. There's a mechanism that detect potential swing low. You'll see right here. There's going to be a line with dots. You see that right here. So this is the last swing low that's been taken. This is the actual swing high. And this is a potential swing low on the hourly fractal. So that little low right here is a 60-minute low. What you're doing is basically from that triangle to this triangle, that's your actual 60-minute dealing range. And then you have all the swings inside. Let's go a little bit crazier and put all the fair value gap, like a fair value gap to inside. Like you can show two fair value gap. See that right here. I'm gonna remove some garbage a little bit here. See that one has been low, so that's why the difference of color change. Also do the inversion fair value gap. Look, if I put the bullish one a little bit here, there's gonna be 100% some inversion somewhere. Right here, you see inverted fair value gap right here. If you don't want the labels, you can remove the label here. Yeah, that tool is crazy. I added this morning the 5-minute opening price, so you can see right here. Look, these little green line that you see right here are all the 5-minute opening price, so you can use them as order block. There's specific levels, right? Yeah, pretty much every day, man. Pretty much every day, yeah. Right now, it's actually a terrible specific time to trade, let's be honest, right? Like, it's been a little bit scuffy recently, but I used to trade every day. And this tool is included in the academy, so you get it for 90 days, so you're gonna be able to explore and try to see if you like it or not. Easier for eventual decision, you know. We got swing low right here that's been confirmed, and that's actually enrolled for that from that sell side imbalance right here. And that 1 hour is actually bearish. You can see the 1 hour right here. This is our daily time frame. There's this swing high that is right here just above that sell sign imbalance that also can be triggered later on. Potential swing low right here. If it goes for it, it can immediately cancel the swing low. That'd be a nice example if it goes for it right now. This dotted line is a potential swing low because it has 90% of the condition for that identification. Like this tool is basically an algos, right? You're just sitting back and you're just looking at things plotting automatically, which is pretty crazy to me. I didn't really want to share that tool basically at the beginning, right? Let's be honest, but the swing low has been confirmed, you see, because the 3 condition was there. Damn! Nice delivery here. It's about to retake the fractal low. There we go. 1 hour keep expansion on the lower side. There's a low resistance right here from this low to this low right here. Engage new sell side, so I will potentially run a little bit higher right here. Retake at least that high right here. What time is it? 10:28. So there's 10:30 coming in. So like, look, if you look at the previous 60-minute high, previous 60-minute EQ, previous 60-minute low, right? And we apply the same principle again right here with this little thing, right? If I basically actually put the picture inside. See, like, these bearish inversion, right? These bullish fair value gap that got inverted are actually part of the fair value gap from the premium, right? So basically everything above 50% is premium. Got these 2 bearish fair value gap that are also included in this right here. You have these high right here that is also previous whole high. All of these high that you have in the upper quadrant or the upper portion of that is pretty good as well. There is some bearish order block right here, right? Right now, if you want to engage as a short seller, you need to wait for going back above EQ, right? To touch these some of these. There's this breaker right here. That kind of stuff. We're back into the high I was talking about. Previous EQ right here, 19 to 90. Like they reject that level. Man, come on. I want this price right here, right? Very short block. That swing low is getting heavy, man. Hello? External liquidity here. Bam! Get the fuck out. Knocked down. Get the fuck out. We're below the opening price too. So everything right here above the opening price is pretty good. Like the opening price right here. $10.31. On the 30 minute, like the last 30 minutes of the 60-minute hour. The 15 opening price is right here, somewhere in this area. Let me turn on the 15-minute opening price so you guys can see a little bit here. There we go. So this is the 15-minute opening price right here. So if you want to short that, you want to short above 15 minutes. Banger, you took that trade? Oh, nice, dude. Good stuff. Let me open that for people. It's actually zoomed in a lot. Okay, so you take that bearish order block from the midpoint. That's beautiful, man. You take the trade right here. AM opening range low. Ping. Good work. These are easy stuff. On trade of 8, let's go, dude. Good stuff. Very happy for you, man. Good stuff. Bro, that tool's gonna pay a lot of people this year, right? The opening range. If you guys don't have this indicator yet, right, you can claim it right here for absolutely free, right? On this link, right? You don't need to wait for me. You can claim it whatever you want. All right, so we're back above the 15-minute opening price right here. There's a swing higher resting inside that previous fair value gap, above previous equilibrium. This order block I can extend a little bit here, so that might be our 3PD array we need. I'm actually very patient today, man. Very patient. I'm actually done for today, so I've done my trade this morning, pre-session. Okay, so we're back to the order block. We're above 50%, which is pretty good. Are they miss about that, right? Seems like the algos just saw this thing, man. I saw it like a long time ago, actually. Oh, reclaim fair value gap right here. You see that inversion was reclaimed as a potential IFVGs. Interesting. Back into a bearish fair value gap. Like two bullish fair value gap just showed up in the party right now. Hello, hello, sir. Um, the only problem that I got right now is if I wanted a short right here, like it has this large imbalance right here. So where I'm gonna put my stuff above that high, like the risk reward doesn't really make sense. The only problem. So I'm gonna let it run for this time. But if there's a bearish fair value gap showing up right here, that may be gonna be interesting. I'd like to go tap above that high, not gonna lie. This pretty good imbalance there. And also include the volume imbalance that we have right here. The logic that I have behind these fair value gap is absolutely broken. Took me 40 hours to code this shit. So for those that think the price is too expensive, even with 20% off, like, is what it is, right? I put so much energy and time inside of that, so it's worth that, you know what I mean? These three high right here are low resistance, just above that swing high. I like to run for that. That's my draw. You'll make it back in one trade. I mean that's the way it is, man. It was $20 a long time ago, dude. At the beginning, but it was not having all of these functions. Like now it's literally an ICT algo, like almost, right? It's wild. Craig is cooking inside of that. Good stuff, man. A little order pairing on that order block right here. See the body respecting it. It's still this imbalance, right? I have in my mind too. It's potential swing high. I like to cancel this shit right now. It's Friday, right? It doesn't move at all. So people zoomed in a little bit, right? That's the way it is. Okay, some high resistance here. If that swing high confirmed, that'd be nice. We'll see. This the stop placement on that's not good. That's the only problem I have right now with this trade. Okay, swing high is about it's getting killed. Perfect. Bye bye, boss. There is a potential swing high right here. It's got cancelled immediately. You see that? We're trading in premium now, above 50% of that previous 60-minute range. But relative to the actual dating range, we're still, yeah, we're very back to 50%. Back to consequent encroachment of that sell side imbalance here. Okay, so if there's a bear setup, I'd like to see it's gonna form inside of this right here. And I might take that, we'll see. I need minimum a swing high. I need at least potentially a sell side imbalance. Well, yeah, bunch of stuff. So we're basically gonna do an internal, external, and that 60-minute low right here. This this high is considered protected because we already like took the previous high, so. But who knows, right? Potential swing high here. You see the line showing up. The algos detected that. I'd like to see a 1 minute change of state of delivery on the sell side. If it take that swing high right here, waiting. See, I'm waiting. The 60-minute body of the hour is back to bullish too. Okay, so we're above the sell side imbalance here. Goes back to the 6 p.m. opening price right here. 19,405. A lot of dancing, right? Oh, that inversion fair value gap that just showed up. There's 4 minutes left with that 15-minute close. Reclaim the bearish fair value gap. We did in fact take that high right here, which was a lot of liquidity above that high. Internally speaking. Version for everybody goes back. This is wild. All right, potential swing high here. See that line right here? It's potential swing high. We can break below this low right here. That'd be nice. Bearish IFVG is still there because the opening price is above. And 12-second is going to flip back to red. So it's going to be reclaimed as bearish fair value gap. And on 5-minute, you have a wicks there. Yeah, it's garbage. I look at my 5-minute and 15-minute. It's ish. Like this is my 15-minute chart here. I'm gonna screenshot and post it here. Why it's so transparent, dude? Look at this. 15-minute chart with the daily right here. So it's floppy a little bit here. We did engage that sell side, swing low. This is the high of the day, low of the day right here. Like we're back to 50% of the day right here actually. Hmm. Account breach, yeah, man. Like it's the best condition that explode an account, right? Let's be honest here. Sniper collecting dust, my man, again. Retake potential, swing high here. We got swing low right there. These three candle, Very close proximity, swing high, swing low in 1 minute. I mean, I'm not recommending anything, just I'm saying what I do right here. Like, I'm actually trading London most of the time. Because when it's London, like, that guy is sleeping, right? Not always, but most of the time he's sleeping. So that's the best time to trade, in my opinion. You know you're not gonna get fucked, you know. The new 15-minute open price right here. Relative equal high on that swing high. If it can displace lower, right, below previous 60-minute EQ, form bearish rivet, yeah, maybe take that and retarget these low right here. Yeah, don't sleep a lot, right? Like me a little bit. And we're gonna sleep in the next life. What do you mean? It's fine. When you're dead, you have all the time to dream about anything you want, right? Like when you sleep, you're actually not there. You're physically there, but your brain is somewhere else. Yeah. So the same thing happened when you die. You can dream when you die. Supposedly they give you two choice, right? They give you the choice of going to a higher state, or they give you the choice of just living your own life that you're already living, but in another dimension. All right, so that might be the trade here. We'll see. Like supposedly we already died multiple times. We just don't know if we're really there or not. You know what I mean? Like you remember like these dreams where they're so realistic, like it's the same thing, basically. You just don't know, right? It's confusing, but that's the way it is. Like let's say you die in a crazy accident of car, right? You basically look at the car and you're like, man, how the fuck I'm still alive? But you're not alive, dude. You're not there anymore. You're done. That's fine, right? You still enjoy the life otherwise. Alright, we got 1050 macro a minute, 3 minutes. That swing low is about to get smoked. I might do some pistol run on that. I'll let the sniper in the locker uses the pistol, you know. The 9mm bullets. Ding ding. Ah, there we go. Swing low. Let's get total soup. Come on, dude. I want to see a bearish fair value gap. Otherwise, not crazy. Like we're actually trading below 15-minute open. That blue line that you see, and it's actually ending right here at 11 a.m. The line extend till the end of the 15-minute. It's just basically a reference point. I can see this 15-minute here was this low right here. And if I want to, I can use the 15-minute daily range. Current 15-minute low, current 15-minute high. I can track the delivery actually of the 15-minute. Right now, the 15-minute has delivered sell side more recently than the high. So actually, this 15-minute is bearish. These are the things I'm teaching in the academy, right? In more detail. Good stuff. Really good stuff, man. Like for people that still hesitate about joining, man, like this this is insane stuff. Like it changed lives from people, literally. Like small bullish volume imbalance. I saw it. And Derek, you're not the only one, right? There's a lot of people that changed their life, dude. It's fun, man. It's really fun. As a teacher, whatever you call that, like gurus or whatever name you want. When you see people like they actually see what you see, like it's pretty crazy. It's fun stuff. Come on, man. We want to see displacement lower following the actual delivery. You see? Yeah, very close. There we go. There we go. New sell side. The 15 minute is actually doing the right stuff right here. And it's not easy, right? I promise you, it's not easy doing that type of stuff like in lifetime like this, like just okay, okay, okay. This 1 minute is pretty cool. Bearish order block inside the 15 minute right here. We might be able to take a trade. Now we have an order block. We have this high with this high, this inversion fair value gap. We're inside the macro here. But it's coffee a little bit too, I'm telling you right here. A small fraction, right? 1,000% worth it. That's nice, man. Also, you guys are working a lot on patience, right? You're more patient than before, 100%. Waiting for the right 15-minute that showed up. Bing! I'm actually looking at this 15-minute right now. The dealing range, 15-minute high, 15-minute low, 15-minute open. We still have a little bit of time left. Retake that order block. Let's see what type of closure we get on that minute here. That might be the 1 minute we want to be. There's also this one here. And if we are trading above the 15-minute open and we close from that high, I will not look at anything. Retake that high right here. 15-second left. Okay. Relative equal high. On the swing high. Man, I'm not interested to take a short right now. I need more data. Like if let's say this minute can rip off everything and go to the low right here, that'd be really nice. I'm live for 2 hours, 17 minutes now. Can you imagine the amount of patience I have? Like we technically been here since like 2 hours, 17 minutes. So like right here. So we will individually look at all of these minutes right literally. So it was pretty crazy, right? Okay, I like that. There's something going on in this minute here. It moved like this. There's some people that has big pocket that just move this 1 minute here. I like that. It has interesting amount of volume too. That is the last 5 minutes too before the hour close. Everything that I teach is universal, so you can use it for any type of currencies you want. You can use it for any type of asset. You can trade any time that you want. Like I'm literally talking about the mechanics inside the candle. Like every candle has a very specific mechanics inside. Well, there we go. Back into a bullish 5 minute fair value gap right here. I see liquidity below the slow here. That fair value gas reclaim. Interesting. This one is about to invert. There we go. Okay. That swing low can be a mitigation block. Right here. There's a breaker too right here. Yo, chill there a little bit. Chill, dude. Relax, buddy. Relax. Like, give us an entry or something. Like, this area might be really interesting. Dude, chill a little bit. This thing's on fire, man. Okay. Bearish fair value gap right here inside the mitigation block. I'll pull off the buttons, man. It's time. Is it time? Not like, okay, whoa, relax, buddy. Let me take a trade. These buddy, man. They're not chilling in 5 minutes. $26.50. Worst case scenario, we don't get fill, right? There's 2 minutes left before the hour. That's the only problem, dude. CPT high resistance here. I don't think it's gonna return. Okay, now we're in the position here. So where the stop needs to go, right? We have one high right here, two high, three highs. It needs to be right here. The buy stop. And it's relatively equal, so that's basically where you want to get stuck if that's the case. And the actual TP can be this low right here. It's a little bit greedy, right? But it is what it is. That's the low of the hour. We'll see how it goes. What's the worst case scenario? You just get stopped, right? Not a big deal. That's it for you. Like, good stuff, man. Have a great day, dude. Have a good day, man. Let's just see if we can get a little bit of profit on that, and we're just gonna close the live stream after. Let's go, let's go. 19,315.75. I want to see this swing low get ripped. I want to see this low right here. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Give me more, give me more. And I'm gonna secure my profit too as well soon. Like, let's say you make 200 bucks with one minis, like, it's pretty good. Okay, I like that close. Let's see if this one can rip off a little bit lower. Take that swing low. I don't want to trade above 15-minute high right here. And this is paper trade. I'm telling you right now, I'm already done for the day. Okay, I've done my trade on the real account, so I'm good. I'm good for today, right? But since we've been here for a couple hours, I wanted to take something in real time, so you know, same entry. Okay, 3-second, 2-minute relative equal low. There's a small bullish volume imbalance here. Come on, just a small distribution would be nice. That'd be nice. We'll see. Like right now, my physical stop is right here, right above these high. But if we trade above that 15-minute high, I'll maybe mitigate. We'll see. Like instead of taking a large loss, you take a smaller loss, which is pretty good, you know. There's not a lot of participant right now, too. That's the thing. Very close from 15-minute opening price. Okay, you can do the business now, dude. Nope. I'm just gonna extend this order block to like right here. Okay, so we did take that 15-minute high. Like right now, this 15-minute is currently bullish. We'll see if it reject this or not. I might be mitigating here. Because there's the power of 3 sequencing that needs to happen on the hourly too. Like we're trading above the 1 hour right now, but a potential swing high. Tough condition. Yeah, I'm trading in the range right now, literally, so that's fine. Okay, so we did take that high again. This is the 5-minute close. That's the first 5-minute of the hour. So that's also the first 5-minute of the 15 minutes. So if the next 15-minute rip lower, that'd be nice. The only thing is these relative equal high. I might become liquidity here. That's fine. Hey, appreciate it, man. Good. That is the first 5-minute close. Can we keep that swing high right here? That'd be nice. This is our 15-minute high, 15-minute low. So for getting the change in the state of delivery, we need to take that low right here. Otherwise, you know, not good. When we trade these 15-minute, ideally you want to let the first 5-minute form, second 5-minute, or the change the state of delivery, and you get the expansion on the last 5-minute. But right now I got filled a little bit before, so it's fine. I'm respecting the risk. This is in novice price. Okay, so we retake the swing high. Yeah, it's not good. It might get triggered here. That's fine. Very close from invalidation point. Like now we did engage 1 PD array, 2 PD array. Third is like right here. So that's your ass. Your ass is next. Okay, so my ass is next right now. You know. It's just actually smooth a little bit too. That's the only thing. That'd be a nice 15-minute high, by the way, right now. If I look at 15-minute chart, can we keep it like that? Come on, give me a 1-minute bearish candle. There's 5 seconds left on that. Literally 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. It's bullish candle. Rip. You. We're out. We're out. Did we take that high actually? Oh, they feel me with the spread. Actually insane, right? Okay, so we're gonna wait for that 5 minute to close and see what it looks like. So if we maybe re-engage. Like this is not negative. These experiences are good, you know what I mean? These are pretty good. Like you learn something on that. Like some people's gonna add their like they're gonna go crazy, but it's not a bad experience. That's fine. Give away time. It's gonna be Saturday. So Saturday we're giving away one access to the academy, and that's sponsored by one of the students that actually basically provide a subscription for somebody. Is giving back to the community. That's pretty good, cool stuff from him. Okay, so we're gonna let the 15 minutes form is high, right, and then potentially re-engage on that. That's a cool thing about these fractal here. So you get in real time the fractal highs and low of the 15 minute. Like right now we have like what? A little bit of profit left. But yeah. There's 1 minute left for that last second 5 minute of the 15. Like if I really want to take a 15-minute trade, I can basically put my 15-minute OHLC here. Remove the fair value gap because they're gonna be a little bit clutter, and you go basically in 15 seconds. And now we see the 15-minute like right here. The high of the 15-minute, swing high, 15-minute low, right? So that's the 15-minute opening price right there. And it end up right here at 11:15. Let's see. We're gonna remake that loss quickly. Change the state delivery here on the 15-second. Bearish fair value gap. Engage the buy side. Re-engage buy side. Yeah, it's this price action is a little bit scuff. It's fine. 15-minute high. What I'm looking for from that swing high right here, if it doesn't, yeah, it's exploded it. That's fine. So I will have look for a lower high. These are all 15-minute right here. You see? Oh, let's say I remove everything, right? Like these are all 15-minute, and what I can do too is I can actually turn that on right here. Now you see the 15-minute. Like if you don't see it, it's because it's too like you put that like 50%, right? It's gonna be more clear a little bit. Now these are the 15-minute. See turtle soup the low, you can buy this. Turtle soup the high, you can short that. Swing high, swing low inside of it. Now we're trading above these 250-minute high. Like we're pretty sideways for a while. Look at this. This is all 15-minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 on the same range. A little bit disgusting, right? We took our trade like pretty much here. So I was looking basically for the continuation of this 15 here on the lower side. That's why invalidation needs to be here. Bro, this is beautiful to watch, like right here. You're literally inside the 15-minute, right? Like you have an X-ray view. Like if I remove everything, like you don't like what the fuck is this, right? Like, you don't know, man. Like that was the objective when I first created this thing. Let me see the opening range real quick. Yeah, we're literally stuck in the opening range, man. Look at this garbage shit. We didn't reach for 0.5 standard deviation. Like that's wild. But that was fun. That was a fun live stream overall. That was fun. I really like the reaction that we got in the PM session opening range right here. Like this high and this low right here. Like it was inside of it. The reaction we got inside the first presented fair value gap from PM session here was pretty cool to watch. We turtle soup the AM opening range low right here. I have a bunch of indicator, right? I have some of them. Like those like this one right here, like this is crazy to me. Like, but this is a reward when you go over the booster 21 course like entirely, you get that as a reward, but you know, I'm not gonna show that really. Hey, have a good day, man. Have a good day. Have a beautiful afternoon. Good lunchtime. Enjoy your day, dude. Enjoy your weekend actually. Yeah, same. I'm about to go really quickly. In 2 hour 40 minute that I'm sharing with you guys, so I might jump off. Like market doesn't really offer anything, right? I did take a cocky trade on that. It was fine, but that was the objective, right? If you understand that, man, that's pretty cool. You just breach an account. Oh man, it's fine, dude. I mean, I will not force anything, right? All you can do is journal about it, right? So you gotta basically transform a consider bad experience into a good experience. Like you can basically learn so much from something like that. You just paid for it, you know. That's fine. You paid for your own experience. Like when you sit in a big plane, right? You have to pay the premium to have the best seat, right? So that's a little bit the same thing, just different perspective. Most of people see these things as so negative, but in reality, it's just pretty good experience overall. All right, guys, I think it's enough. You're trading more aggressive, right? Like right now, we're stuck in a big like consolidation. Let's be honest. Like after these big expansion move we got yesterday, uh, you know, we're stuck in the sauce. Very nice stream. Hope you have enjoyed that. It was pretty fun. I'm gonna do more like eventually. I just don't know when exactly, but it's gonna happen soon. So have a good weekend, everybody. Like I said before, I still have the 20% on that, and also basically one of the member of the academy is actually offering one free entry in the academy. So it's this post right here. If you guys want to participate on that, I think there's like 10 people right now, maybe less. You're just actually typing why you should be selected, and I'm gonna select somebody inside of that, and also he's gonna choose somebody. So because he paid for it, so I want him to select somebody. I don't want to random like give the access to somebody that maybe not deserve it. So he's picking someone that resonate with his personality, and I'll do the same. So good luck, everybody, for that, and I wish a very good weekend to everybody. So have a good day, good weekend, good lunchtime, good whatever. We catch next time. Bye bye. Ciao, ciao.